It's time for PJ Sports Talk. To be on the show, call 1-866-826-1340 or 727-441-3000. Join the conversation with PJ and Big Deal Dylan. Now here he is, PJ.
And we are back on PJ Sports Talk, the place to be every Saturday at noon. I am live at WTAN Studios. I am PJ, your host, with my co-host, Big Deal Dylan. I said last week that we are going to be live from Disney Worldwide of Sports, and that has been postponed. And as we always do in the first segment, is we always go to sports headlines. I'm going to start off with a question for you guys. That way you guys can call in and help us answer this question and give you our thoughts. Robert Griffin III as a Heisman winner. The Heisman candidates are Robert Griffin III, Tyrann Mathieu, also known as the Honey Badger, Andrew Luck, Monty Ball, Trent Richardson, and those are pretty much all of them. Let me go over them again. Robert Griffin III, Tyrann Mathieu, Andrew Luck, Monty Ball, and Trent Richardson. You can call in and tell us who do you think is going to win. And also, there's been a lot of crazy things happening in the NBA, the lockout, and now it's been lifted. So that's kind of, craziness. Magic GM, the Magic GM okayed agent, not Howard, to speak to the Nets. And, done. As you can see, you have a little news in the NFL.
Yeah.
What's your news?
Which one? That the Giants are on the line versus the Cowboys.
So the Giants' playoff picture could be on the line versus the Cowboys. And also, you have some other insights on what Jason Tuck said yesterday.
Jason Tuck said that they hate us and we hate them.
Well, that's a little firepower right there for Jason Tuck. Who do you think is going to win that game?
I think the Giants are going to win.
Me? Why?
Because the Giants Eli Manning's been getting better. He's keeping the ball, and they kept in game with the Packers. I mean, that's pretty stinking impressive. I doubt the Cowboys could do that. Tony Romo would give up the ball like 1,000,000 times.
Well, still on the subject of quarterbacks, Browns QB Colt McCoy was diagnosed with a concussion 10 hours ago. So there's a little insight on that. Going to baseball, Manny Ramirez was reinstated today, 2 hours ago to be exact. And so that's some news. It's kind of, Manny Ramirez hasn't been playing in a long time, but remember, he still has a 50-day suspension. Okay, and now we'll go to college football. Going back to that, President Obama will attend the Army-Navy game. So that will be a nice little matchup, and thank you, President Obama, for attending one of the college games. I bet that'll be a very big reward for the Army kids and the Navy kids. And also going back to the NBA, it is amazing how everybody's getting traded. Chris Paul from the Hornets it's just confusion. Everybody has question marks over their heads, even the Lakers, and the Lakers got rid of their former head coach, Phil Jackson, and they put in Mike Brown. So the players are trying to adjust to that. And also, Big Ben's going to NFL. Big Ben's ankle injury is limited to a sprain. So that is some good news. Do you think that will give the Steelers some confidence?
Yeah, I think it really will give them more confidence and just help them get back in the game and just win.
And still on the fact of NFL, one of the Steelers' great rivals, Ravens, Ray Lewis is still out with his toe. I'm wondering if that's just because he doesn't want to play, or maybe he just thinks that it's too bad. I wonder if he's going to be out for the season. I doubt that, but what are your thoughts on that?
I think he's kind of exaggerating now. It's a toe.
This is his 4th week out.
Yeah, it's way too much for just a toe. I mean, if your toe is sprained, you can still run, but if it's broken, it's still gonna hurt. But 4 weeks out for a toe is unnecessary to me. And if it is his big toe, it's sort of necessary, but not all the way necessary.
Not 4 weeks,
No.
not 1 month.
No.
You can heal from a big toe in 2 weeks. I mean, that at the most. So, and what you can do, even if it's, even if it's broken, you can still tape it up, and he's a tough player, so he can still run.
Or he's just getting too old and he's not healing as fast.
Oh, that's a possibility too. Well, anyway, please call in for your thoughts on the Heisman. Thank you, and if you call in. And this is PJ Sports Talk, the place to be every Saturday at noon. I'm live with Dylan. We are talking about the sports headlines. And I think that, who do you think is going to win the Heisman Trophy?
I think the Honey Badger's gonna win.
I mean, Tyrann Mathieu, yeah, he's one of the greats. But you cannot count out Trent Richardson. Also, this would be the first time in, I think, in NCAA history that different players from the same team won the Heisman within 2 years, or within 3 years. Because Mark Ingram won the Heisman Trophy not too long ago, and he's now playing for the Saints. And now Trent Richardson is a candidate, and it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN, the Sports Heisman Trophy ceremony. So that's going to be fun to watch. We're going to talk a little bit about the bowl games. I saw one bowl game that really I liked, and it was the Rose Bowl game, Michigan versus, I believe, Nebraska. I'm not sure. I think it's Nebraska, but I'm not sure. But I know that the Rose Bowl, my bad. That was the Outback Bowl. The Rose Bowl is going to be Wisconsin versus not Michigan State. Oregon. I keep getting confused because those Michigan State and Wisconsin are starting to get really big rivals. But anyway, Wisconsin is going to be facing Oregon in the Rose Bowl. So and Wisconsin goes to the Rose Bowl for the second time straight. Well, anyway, stay tuned, and we are going to be talking more about college bowls right after this break.